like I'm smuggling drugs. It's not about that, my guns are books. They're giving me looks on the train, reading, seeing but not believing. Ancient bloodline resurrecting front the face of heathens. Still indie, I rap like cloth indigo. Medallions and medals, natty locks and kingly rolls. The stuffed in knitted tams. Peace to the gods, legend. To the fam that passed, we miss you brethren. And the sisterins fall into forms of violence. We will speak for you too and won't be silent. Seeing some get a little knowledge, think they know it all. Our crazy mental open stargates and temporal wars. Manchurian candidates shoot elders opening doors. Mind controls to reject. Deprograms from Moors, priestess. Remain humble, I know the weakest will inherit the earth. Hear me out, chic and chicess. When we talk, we bless. When we dress, Drew Ali and Garvey badges on my chest. In the honor of Lynch Moors, catch a alpha hex. You had your turn to flex, but Iron Sheik is next. When we talk, we bless. When we dress, Drew Ali and Garvey badges on my chest. In the honor of Lynch Moors, catch a alpha hex. You had your turn to flex, but Iron Sheik is next. Euros played you through Martin King and Nelson Mandela. Now you're lost. Installed bones, rocks and fellas. Buying ball teams, living slave masters' dreams. Can't degrade the great seal with pyramid schemes. Sumer knowledge is hidden by numerologists, and they conspire to bury us in tomb colleges. No matter what the offer, they sell out with sign. Strangling whack MCs and rappers with the signature line. I'm not the type to go to church, though I know my power. Scientists do melanin research. No need looking up as above, so below. Some say Horus, but Heru is the hero. Speak strange truth, eat strange fruit. Not swinging from a stem, but a slave noose. Hung by those in dorms, hats with horns. Too much dying for sins without the caps of thorns. When we talk, we bless. When we dress, Drew Ali and Garvey badges on my chest. In the honor of Lynch Moors, catch a alpha hex. You had your turn to flex, but Iron Sheik is next. When we talk, we bless. When we dress, Drew Ali and Garvey badges on my chest. In the honor of Lynch Moors, catch a alpha hex. You had your turn to flex, but Iron Sheik is next. Our tribe will guide, we will survive. If you need something, just ask God, I will provide. With black lungs, here's energy to outrun cops. Or in under 100 meters, catch Reverend Pork Chops. The soul digger, guns and half quarter bringer. Not the gold Jesus head pendant swinger. Not with the brim spinning, going nowhere. Thinking like snails, not the Muslim. Not my beautiful wife behind veils. Not the fake prince from Wales. Walking on ancestors' blood to get awards in tuxedos with tails. Sirens make young men bail like, hey, get caught, never receive bail right away. Don't get vexed or get American History X or shanked with the made from nothing jail objects. Too many don't object and stay bonded, making masters' pockets bigger, currency not grounded. To walk a mile in my shoes, shop Salvation Army. If you wanna disarm, you must harm me. Change it up like a facelift, out this world like spaceships. Mummified my beast state, I'm not a mental patient. When we talk, we bless. When we dress, Drew Ali and Garvey badges on my chest. In the honor of Lynch Moor.
Islam Moors, we're out here. See, they got some lifts going on in some places, so people excited, getting back outside. Peace and love to all the Moors worldwide. If you didn't notice, we did a honor to El Haj Malik Shabazz yesterday on IG and YouTube, and both of them got blocked. So we say we might as well go again, bust their heads again, since we want to play games. So we're going back to, today's actually the 19th. We're going back to honor who the Negroes call Malcolm X, the Moors call El Haj Malik El Shabazz. And you already know when it's him, because he has the beard. And you already know the clean shaven guy is this guy. The beard guy is Malik El Shabazz, the Moor. So when you're going through all the lectures, all the clean face ones, you don't want to watch those ones. Forget those ones. You want to watch with Malik El Shabazz with the beard. Those are the ones that you want to watch. Make sure you watch those ones. Forget anything else that this guy's talking about. As soon as you see this guy talking, clean shaven guy, black guy, don't listen to that BS. Talking crazy. He didn't know he was talking crazy at the time, but he knew that he was talking crazy. Black people and white people and all that BS. The Moor knew what was up. The Moor, Malik El Shabazz. Like we told you, El is Moorish. That's Moorish. Only problem is that he thought he had to go across the Atlantic to find out who he was. Right? But he found out who he was that way because that's how the spirit works. You're never going to get it how you want it. He thought he was going to get it under some Elijah Muhammad and all that BS. Nah, some European put him on game. Some European. So they're going to hate when we talk about Malik El Shabazz. They love it. They talk about Malcolm X all day, every day. As revolutionary as he was and all that stuff, they're still talking about him, Europeans included, but they don't want blacks to raise up. But they'll tell you about some Malcolm X every day, all day. How come they don't tell you about Malik El Shabazz? Why don't they tell you about him? Why? Because he's a Moor. And we've been telling you that it's a campaign against you knowing that you're a Moor. They killed Khalid Muhammad because he said he's a Moor in front of all the black guys. If people didn't see the post that we had up the other day, oh yeah, we might as well go. Since they stopped the thing yesterday, we might as well go over everything again. We might as well go over it all. Might as well. So, Khalid Muhammad came out at this lecture. This lecture was meeting of the masters or something like that, where all the conscious heads of the whoever guys that always go on the stage, and then after they get off the stage, people clap for them. All those guys were at this. All of them. Khalid came out and told all these people that he's a Moor, gave honors to Noble Drew Ali and all that stuff. Told these people that Africa's not their home and all that. Told them all that. Just go look it up on YouTube. But the kicker is that when they uploaded the video, these are whoever's behind the camera right now that was recording Khalid Muhammad saying that he's a Moor. They uploaded the video and cut this part out. And it was a situation where somebody who had the full lecture, right? Because the DVD and the upload's two different things. So when they checked, this was left out. So they took this snippet and then they put it out there. Now these are people in the so-called conscious community. Remember, all the masters were at this thing. All of them were there. Right? Black Panther was doing security with NOI, with FOI and all that. Everybody was in the house. He said he's a Moor, and then he's dead, and nobody's not asking any questions? And you don't think that there's not a campaign against the Moors? Do you know that they killed Khalid Muhammad because he came out and said he's a Moor? How come he's around today still? How come he's not around and his son's around still with a new name? Calling himself something totally different than what his mom and dad named him. How come he's not talking all the stuff that he was supposed to be pushing. How come he's talking crazy about he doesn't know who his dad is and his dad, he doesn't know about his life and all that when he was on stage with Khalid Muhammad? He was on stage with him. Remember, this is the same situation. Guy was part of something, right? They were part of the same thing. Malcolm and Khalid. This is how close their stories are. They were both part of the stuff. Both of them had some issue because they had a mouthpiece. They'll talk. They'll tell you what's up. They're not going to keep secrets from you. They're sincere in their approach that they're going to let you know what's up. Humbly and sincerely. However you take it, that's on you. But you're going to get the truth from them. They get silenced by the leadership. Oh yeah, that guy, he's under suspension and he can't talk and you can't say nothing unless you talk to us first and all that stuff. Right? There's video with Khalid Muhammad talking about begging Farrakhan to talk to him. I beg you, please talk to me. Please send me a message. Why are you treating me as if, you know what I mean, I haven't been supporting for the past how much ever years? Begging Farrakhan, please call me. Go into his office waiting. Can't get to see him and all that. What he find out that made him say, F you guys. You guys are full of BS. Cussed all of them out. Went to this thing, cussed all of them out. Told him that he's a Moor, and then he's dead. And you're not questioning anything? You're a dumbass. And whatever you're getting right now, you deserve to get it. You deserve it. Anything, you people, Negro, Black, Colored, African American, African Canadian, Caribbean, West Indian, whatever, anything you're getting and you're complaining, whether it's racism or prejudice or they took my mom's whatever, or the church is doing this to me, the pastors now, whatever like that, Civil Rights Act and Al Sharpton and all that stuff, whatever you get, you deserve it. Because you sold yourself out under the guise of some fiction. So they all say that they honor Malcolm X and he, by any means necessary, and pictures by the window with the gun and all that, emulating him. But he wasn't on some black BS. Do you know that as soon as he said, forget the Malcolm X slave name BS, let me get my Moorish stuff, his whole mindset completely changed. But you say you honor him, but why is your mindset still the same? How come you didn't graduate from your European Malcolm X BS to a free name? Not just some African name, you could put that on your IG and people think that that's your African name. Forget that BS. Let me see some ID with that name on it. Don't tell me any BS about your Facebook name, that's who I am, Kunta Kente, or whatever like that, and then your driver's license telling me about Johnson Jeffries. The hell out of here. People sold yourself out and you're complaining. Stop complaining. Fix your conditions. Khalid fixed his condition and they murdered him. Brain aneurysm. How? Just like that? Brain aneurysm? Rav says he's a Moor, brain aneurysm. But because Moors been said that they're Moors, we ain't got no brain aneurysm yet. So what is it really? They know what's up. Everybody knows. And the job is to keep the dumb niggers from recognizing that they're Moors. It's really that simple. Right? It's really that simple. You could call yourself all the other stuff you want to. You could do all that black nationalism BS all you want. The real people know that's BS. But all the real people have nationalities. Hugo Chavez, he had nationality. He wasn't a nigger. He wasn't a light-skinned brown butterscotch president or something. No. Muammar Gaddafi, we had nationality. He wasn't peach skin guy. Nationality. Why is it so hard? It's hard because of you? If it's hard because of you, then you better stop looking at blaming people and all that stuff. But you're playing yourself. Now, these are the words of Malik Shabazz, not Malcolm X. This is Malik Shabazz, not Malcolm X. So I don't want to hear any BS about Malcolm X. How do you define black nationalism with which you have been identified? And then they lie on him. Malcolm. Right? There ain't Malcolm saying that. There's no Malcolm saying that. That's Malik Shabazz. Why are they calling him Malcolm? They never call Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay. Get the F out of here. People are playing games. Malcolm. How is he Malcolm? If he said that he's Malik Shabazz and that's the name on the passport. Right, I got a passport. I've been Malik Shabazz. That's been my name. What? So why are people calling him Malcolm X for? What are you guys doing? You really calling him Malcolm X? I used to define black nationalism as the idea that the black man should control the economy of his community, the politics of his community, and so forth. But when I was in Africa in May in Ghana, I was speaking with an Algerian ambassador who is extremely militant and is a revolutionary in the true sense of the word, and has his credentials as such for having carried on a successful revolution against oppression in his country. So the fake revolutionary stuff you see people do over here, and you think revolutionary and these guys are online and all that stuff, that's not revolutionary. Because they go by the white guy's house who shot the black guy and they got guns, they're revolutionary. No, they're not. Talking about. According to Malik Shabazz, who they never listen to, the credentials of a revolutionary, in the true sense of the word, is one who carried out successful end of oppression in their country. Ain't no oppression end here yet. People still bitching about something that the white man did to them. So the black stuff has done nothing to revolutionize our people. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's been BS. And you're still playing around like that's where it's at. But don't get mad at me. Don't forget, this is Malik Shabazz talking. Your boy. This is not what we're saying. Don't get mad at Moors. When I told him that my political, social, and economic philosophy was black nationalism, he asked me very frankly, well, where did that leave him? Look how much of a dumbass he looked like, following these people over here, talking about we're black people and all that stuff, and black and white, and thinking that that's a reality. He went across the Atlantic Ocean and speaking with an Algerian ambassador who only spoke with him because he respected the fact that Malcolm X at the time was sincere. There was something about him that was different than all the other black guys. There was something about him that was different than all the other black guys that they encountered. Encountering him was a different experience. So everybody looked at it as a big deal as far as these outside of America people. So the Algerian ambassador, when he presents his black BS and the black man and then the white man and then the Algerian's like, well, where does that leave me? Because I'm not black or white. The hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Not black or white. What are you referring to? Right? Because he was white. He was an African. Hold on. He was white. He was African. I thought Africans are black people. See how messed up you get when you start talking crazy? You see how you just wrap yourself up in BS just because you're talking crazy and don't know what's going on in the world? Because you're following these sellouts over here trying to convince you that colors is what rules the world. Colors don't rule the world. He was white and African, Algerian, and to all appearances, he was a white man. And he said, if I define my objectives as the victory of black nationalism, where does that leave him? Where does that leave revolutionaries in Morocco, Egypt, Iraq, Mauritania? So he showed me where I was alienating people who were true revolutionaries, dedicated to overturning the system of exploitation that exists on this earth by any means. Oh, so when he went over there, he realized that this system of oppression stuff that we're facing in America, this is not just some stuff limited to black guys in America. This is a world issue. The system of exploitation exists on earth, not just in our little corner that we think we're important because we're the black guys. We're the black pharaohs of Egypt, so we're important. We're the black culture of whatever, so we're important. No, you're not. You're a nigger to the world. Dumb nigger. And he got put on so much game that when he got back here, this stuff was over. Stuff was over. So I had to do a lot of thinking and reappraising of my definition of black nationalism. Can we sum up the solution to the problems confronting our people as black nationalism? Look where he's going. Look where the Negro leaders aren't going to let you go because they want to keep pushing Malcolm X to you. And he wasn't Malcolm X anymore. He threw away all that BS. He got himself a nationality, and now he was talking about nationhood. But you honor him though, right? You honor him though. You're gonna have all your flag waving BS. Go to the Auburn ballroom, take pictures and all that stuff because you think about some Malcolm X crap. So I had a lot of thinking and reappraising of my definition of black nationalism. Can we sum up black nationalism? And if you notice, I haven't been using the expression for several months. So why people still talk? How are they going to say they honor? How are they going to say they honor Malcolm X and black nationalism when he is telling them that he doesn't even use that term? Sounds like somebody sold you out because you are a dumbass and you don't study and you don't even know how deep it is. You have no clue. Your people sold you out so far that you absolutely have no clue what these people did to you. Right? Now, what was it that he was doing? You think he didn't freaking know what he was doing? You think he didn't know? Right? Just 10 years ago on the African continent, our people were colonized. They were suffering all forms of colonization, oppression, exploitation, degradation, humiliation, discrimination, and every other kind of action. and in a short time they have gained more independence, more recognition, more respect as human beings than you and I have. And you and I live in a country which is supposed to be the citadel of education, freedom, justice, democracy, and all of those other pretty sounding words. So it is our intention to try to find out what it is that our African brothers were doing to get results, so that you and I could study what they had done and perhaps gain from that study or benefit from their experiences. And my travels over there were designed to help to find out how. One of the first things that the independent African nations did was form into an organization called the Organization of African Unity. This organization consists of all independent African states who have reached the agreement to submerge all differences and combine their efforts toward eliminating from the continent of Africa colonialism and all the vestiges of oppression and exploitation being suffered by African people. So what did he do? He came. He said he's going to do his organization of Afro-American Unity. Remember, this is the 60s. He set up an organization to help do the work of getting the people from the Negro, black, whatever, into nationhood so they can start talking to all these other Africans. And he was leading by example because he went, proclaimed his nationality, went across the border, went across the Atlantic Ocean, started making connections with Africans over there who have nationalities, who now are able to look at him as an actual, factual, living, breathing, sentient being, and they can actually assist. And what would you have to do? Guarantee you would have had to join his organization and show your allegiance. You're showing your allegiance to. Don't forget, he was El Shabazz. But see, you keep getting caught up in this idea that when we say African countries and African leaders, that is just limited to those people who are engaging with the European. Igbo chiefs and stuff like that, Dogon chiefs, they have superior land claims on the continent that supersedes any of those UN people or whatever. But it's just like with here. If only 20 of us are saying that we're Moors and everybody else wants to be nigger, then they're going to be doing nigger treatment on everybody. That's just what it is. You know, impersonal. But you can't blame them after, because you're the one that chose to not side with the Aboriginal indigenous people, the Igbo chief. How is it that in certain countries they have the city, and then they have the governors of the whatever and and whatever like that, and they're running the government, and they're going to the UN meetings and the G20 meetings and the whatever like that, and then you can go talk to somebody on the continent who knows somebody that they'll give you 50 acres for 2 notes. And then for 1,500 notes, you can get some people to build you a mansion. So don't get caught up thinking that we're only dealing with de factos and whatever. Right? Remember, history and law go together. History and law go together. And history and law show you that the most corrupt cutthroat people might have a daughter that they love, and they sit by the bed every night and they read them bedtime story. Right? So don't get it messed up. Remember, this is El Hajj Malik El Shabazz because he has the beard. So you know that he's the Muslim. That's not the black guy with the black revolutionary BS. That guy is the black revolutionary guy BS that has gotten our people nowhere. Just gotten us in worse and worse and worse and worse situations, pushing the stuff that he was pushing. The stuff that this man was pushing, the Moor, Malik El Shabazz, that we know El is Moorish. And nobody's going to debate that it is. Shut the hell up. Because you guys never debated and said, why you can't say he's Moorish because the L's not at the end. Shut the hell up. The hell you talking about? Talking about? Wake the hell up. What do you think he's El Shabazz for? And if you really did your science, you know that Shabazz is from over here too. Shabazz isn't from over there. What do you think, lost tribe of Shabazz and all that stuff? That's over here. Why you take a name from over there? Because he knew what was up. The author is El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. It's speeches, interviews, and letters. So he's the author. The editor is George Brittman. So what do? He said, forget Malcolm X. That's some BS. Go claim my nationality. Go take my Hajj. Go to Mecca, which, all he had to do was go to Chicago. He didn't have to go all the way over there. He just went to Chicago. That's Mecca. And then, but, the journey is always needed. So he took his journey. As black guy mind. Went there, learned, gained experience, had to re-establish where he was because he was obviously way off. If he's going to tell you, kill crackers, and then go somewhere and come back and he's telling you, hey, we should go to the UN and sue these people for international war crimes. Just like that. You don't realize something's going on? You dumb? You didn't pick up on what he was telling you? Forget the black BS. Black nationalism is nothing. It's BS. He told you this. But no, you don't want to hear him. You want to hear Malcolm X. That's who you want. You want this guy. You want the emotional black guy who's going to ride with your emotional BS that you don't want to move from. Then you want to get mad at Moors when we just say, forget, just enslave them then. That's what they want. I don't know what, I don't know what you want us to do. You want to do? This man came back, started telling people stop clapping and stuff. What the hell are you clapping about? You ain't clapping about something. When are we going to get organized and do some stuff? I started the organization. Now let's get organized because these people across the Atlantic Ocean are waiting for me to get these numbers so we can go sue some people. But nah, people weren't ready. The Europeans saw what was going on. That's why they stopped this immediately. Sent in their little people and they got their stuff done. Right? And remember, their little people used to be part of the same stuff that he was part of, that they said that, God killed him because he wasn't following us. Do you know Elijah Muhammad said that Allah killed Malcolm X because he chose not to follow me? That's what Elijah Muhammad said. That God killed Malcolm X. Did you get it? The God was El-Hajj Malik el-Shabazz. He killed Malcolm X. So they had to kill El-Hajj Malik el-Shabazz because he was a threat to their whole shit, because he was a part of them. And everybody was going to leave the NOI and go join the Organization of Afro-American Unity because they know everybody loved him more than they loved Elijah Muhammad, more than they loved anybody who was in leadership at that time. People were forced to not support Malcolm. They were forced. Because you already know what was going on. What was the biggest regret of Muhammad Ali's life was listening to these people telling him that he shouldn't talk to his brother. That he shouldn't have listened to them. He should have still went and had relations with him. But that's how they had him brainwashed. Which is how you know that that's a brainwashed camp. Because look how they had Muhammad Ali. They had him to the point where his brother, after he left, he didn't have any connections with his brother still. My brother said, I'm moving out the house, and then I just don't talk to him anymore because he moved out the house. Has to be because of the household why you would do that. Just yesterday we were in the back dunking on each other. What do you mean you talking about? Oh. Then he went and he got his Hajj and whatever like that. He got, he already went there with the name Ali. So they looked at him like, whew, oh, you're really on it. You're not no black Muslim guy. Your name's Ali. And you're really Ali, like you're really in the ring and you're beating guys' ass like Allah, the God of that jurisdiction. Nobody could beat you. You're really being Ali. You're really being the name of Allah. Got his Hajj, and then you see him with his red fez on and all of that. At his funeral, they put the Moroccan flag on the car and all of that. So why are they doing that for? Because it's all about Moorish nationality and birthrights. And El-Hajj Malik el-Shabazz was right there. He passed the threshold. And these people took him out. Again, just like they took out Khalid, just like they took out Noble Drew Ali. Because it's about your nationality. If you don't want to do your nationality, cool, no problem. It's all good. You don't got to. I'm not begging you. It's your stuff. If you don't want your stuff, then hey. And to say all that was to answer the questions of how is it that such a powerful an empire fell? Because we're playing We Don't Want to Be More games. How is it that we never gained back our power? Because we're supposed to gain it back as Moors. Malik el-Shabazz did. Look how much power he had after he did that. The world was looking at him after that. And not only looking at him, but willing to support him. What role does the Boule play in all this? Just watch all the people who are alive and watch the people who are dead. And ask yourself, how come Puffy's still alive? And majority of people around him are dead, including ex-wives and all that. Something's not registering with you about that? You're not looking at something funny? You're really not looking at something funny? You're really not looking at something funny? Really? Absolutely nothing seems funny to you right now. That Farrakhan's still alive. And everybody, and not just not here, got taken out. And then certain people are still here, and you're not gonna question some stuff. You're just gonna go with it. That's just cool. That's just how it went. So whatever. Really? Boule has the biggest part to play in this. The Boule has the biggest part to play. Because the Boule are the ones who are trying to convince you to the high heavens that you're Negro, you're black, you're African, you're all these fictional names. And the only way that you're Moors is if you're talking about the Moors from 1492. Other than that, you're not Moors. But if you're Moors, 1492, the Moors, yeah. What about 2020? There's no Moors? The Moors just disappear off the planet? Alright. Alright. I don't know how much time we got left, but if you got any questions, you can throw those in the chat. Got any questions, you could throw it in the chat. So we just wanted to put this out one more time, since they blocked the other ones. We know that they stay playing around, and they're gonna play, and it's either our people are gonna get hip to the game or they'll keep getting played with, and that's just what it'll be. Personal. I mean, we got our birthright as Moors, so whatever. Islam to all the Moors worldwide who know that they're Moors, and all the Negro, black, colored, African, whatever, conscious, whatever group organization you think that's where your salvation's at. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, yep, and don't forget the mothers. Thanks for the reminder. Don't forget the mothers, because they'll be going in. Do not forget that the mothers got it going on as well. Every Wednesday, 7:30. Every Wednesday, 7:30. Moors Heritage and History School. (563-999-3404). 563-999-3404. No, you're not suing as a guy for international war crimes. You have to be a nation. You can't sue as a guy. You can't sue as 5 people. You can't sue as 300 people. You have to sue as a nation. Any type of individual suit, lawyers getting 80% of your winnings. Guarantee you that. Just go ask anybody who sued the state, sued the whatever, and they had a lawyer. Guaranteed, lawyer got 40-50% of what the payout was. So whatever they told you on the news, oh yeah, they got paid out whatever, they only got half that. Because these people are niggers, and they hired a lawyer. And because they hired a lawyer, that means they're a dumbass. The same paperwork that the lawyer filled out, you could do that yourself and file your own suit. But nah, you think civil rights and all this BS. So when we hear him talking about go to international criminal court and all that stuff, he's not talking about going there as a guy. He's the representative of the people. who are part of his organization of Afro-American Unity, which is nationhood. But the nation's not African-American Unity. The nation is Moorish. That's why he has the L. And then that's why they were game to assist him. So don't think you're getting away with doing it as a Negro. As Kunta Kinte went to the UN to fight for something. No, that's a fiction. Either you're going to be Moors, the Aboriginal indigenous inhabitants of the Americas, or you're going to be these people's property. Those are your options. Choose wisely. Islam to all the Moors. If you have any more questions, put them in the chat. So, nobody out there, anybody you see saying about that, oh yeah, come on over here, sign the petition, and then the petition, and we're going to go get this right because the petition, and we had 2 million people on the petition, so that, no, that ain't no nationhood. That's a pep rally. Everybody sign up for the pep rally. You signed up? You signed up for the pep rally? Yeah, we got 500 people signed up for the pep rally. Yay. Yay, we got 500 people set up for the pep rally. That's not nationhood. He was about nationhood. That's why he had the L. Because he was tying himself to a nation. But they don't want you to go there. They want you to go with the European BS. The Malcolm X crap. They don't want you to go with the Malik Shabazz. Because that's the Moor. That means you'll have to start getting your stuff right. Stop playing games. Stop playing these nigger games. All these leaders are keeping you in. He said that he's a Moor. What's your problem? He didn't say he's a Moor. Yeah, he did. Malik Shabazz, that's a Moorish name. So yes, he said he's a Moor. What are you? If you honor him, how come you're not saying you're a Moor? If you honor him. Oh no, you don't honor him. You honor this guy. You honor the European-minded guy. Because that's what you people are about. With your European mindset. That's what you want. Assimilation and all that BS. You don't want to be self-sufficient like Malik Shabazz was trying to get you to be. You want to be nigger, complaining about racism. Black guys, black girls, black children. The black children are the black future and the black planet, and they're going to fear us because when the black people, shut the hell up, talking crazy. World doesn't respect that BS. That's why he didn't go to the UN or didn't go to the Hajj or nothing like that as Malcolm. Malik Shabazz. You can go as nigger. And if you want to follow your black leaders, be nigger, then you do your thing. Do your thing. Peace and love to all the Moors. If you have any questions, you put it in the chat. I don't know how much time they got left on this thing, but that countdown should be on the way soon. Any questions at all? Actually, we might just ride back again because somebody had some questions. But we'll see what's good. Don't forget, nationality is the order of the day. Remember, if you're going to go do your research on this man, make sure you listen and read the stuff from when he has the beard. If he's the clean-shaven guy, that means it's this guy. It's the black guy. You don't want that guy. That guy talking crazy. He's full of BS. You don't want this guy. This one right here, you don't want this. You want Malik Shabazz, the one with the beard. The beard guy. The guy started wearing black fur hats, looking like kafes and turbans and stuff like that. That's the one you want. The beard one. The Muslim one. You don't want the black Muslim one. You want the Muslim one. See if they block this one. Islam Moors. Peace and love to all. And since we're showing 11 on the screen, we'll close out on that. Islam.